Johanna.
Since June of last year, I've been working on a set of journals for my Etsy shop. They were inspired by an old handmade book I found in my grandparents' home. It was a Gatefold style book full of newspaper clippings and articles of our family history. For me, it sparked a whole new idea of journals to create, and I wanted to try making my own Gatefold collection, so I've been working on and off over a period of 6 or so months. I'm finally finished the collection and I'm so excited to show you. To maximise the use of the Gatefold style, the right side of these books hold pocket pages. I've sewn close to 60 individual pockets in this right side in a wide variety of types, and on the left side is paper suitable for journaling, so it includes tea-dyed paper, fabric dyed paper and vintage papers. I wanted the whole thing to have an authentic aged appearance, delicate, distressed and shabby looking. So the inside covers have pockets as well, so when you open it out there are additional places to put your ephemera. Most of the pockets in the right side also come filled with ephemera, so this includes both real vintage pieces and some new pieces. And there's so much there already to play with and lots of room to add more. I think the two sides work together really well, so you can pull from and collect things in the right side, and then you can take things from the right side and place them in the left side as you go along. In this collection, I decided to do different themes for each book. There are 7 themes that will be available, and these include boat themed, travel themed, bird themed, boy and girl, horse themed, and botanical. So because there's so many little details in each book, I don't want to make this video like 7 hours long, so I'm going to give you a little overview of each book and show you the differences in the papers and stuff that are included. For the most part, the layout of the books are almost the exact same. There's only some little differences which just came down to human error. So when I was creating so many layered pockets, if I forgot to do it in a particular order, then occasionally I'd have to like skip a pocket or change the order of the pocket. So very, very small differences. So once you see the layout of one book, that's the same for all the books, just with different patterns and different papers. And because on Etsy the listings tend to go so fast, I know a lot of people don't actually get to view the photos before they've sold. So before I put them up for sale, I'm going to have a link down below to my blog, which I use very rarely but does come in handy sometimes. And on the blog I'm just going to have a post about this collection, and I'm going to share like a little gallery of photos of each book so that you can get a good look at each book before they go into Etsy. For now, I just want to show you through each book and show you the variety of papers and sort of the patterns that are in them. And like I said, I can't show you every little detail because we'll be here all day, but hopefully it will give you a good idea. So this is the baby boy version of the book. So just to give you another quick look at the cover. So I did like a yellow distressed cover, and with this cute little image of the little boy playing. And then there's this cute little image here on the spine with some gold edging, and then the back's very plain, it's just got the eyelets, and there's the other spine. And then of course it's got the 2 eyelet closures just like all the other books. So I like to tie this with one piece of lace or ribbon or whatever you want to tie it with, and thread this through there and tie it closed, but you could have one on either side if you wanted to. You could switch this out to whatever you wanted. Show you the kind of colours that I've used. I kept everything pretty muted. There's some blues and some yellows and some browns and some pinks and some greens. So like I said, there's little things tucked into each pocket. There's all of these little pockets down the side here, and then a pocket behind, a nice big pocket, and a pocket here, a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. So this is like a side loading photo pocket. This folds out and has pockets here and here, and then a big pocket here. And I know I am going quite fast, but in order to show them all in one video, I kind of want to show you the general layout. Whoever gets these books, we'll have fun sort of discovering each little pocket in case I miss any in the video. But pockets there. This is a flip up. There's a pocket behind it, and then there's a photo pocket here. This is a pocket, side loading pocket there. On the back side of that is a big pocket, and then another little pocket here with an envelope, a vellum pocket here, and then 3 pockets there, another vellum pocket there, and a pocket on the back, photo pocket which folds over to give you many more pockets. This is a envelope that opens out, and then behind it you've got a pocket. So more little tuck spots, and then here there is a big pocket and a little sort of tuck spot, and that opens out to give you some writing space. Big pocket here with another fold out page there, so you could potentially stitch in some paper here and have it like a little notebook if you wanted to. You could write in there or stick photos in there. Pockets here and here, and then another pocket on the back, photo pocket, a little side loading pocket here, and then a big side loading pocket here. And then on the back there's a large full-size pocket, and then another pocket here and a little tuck spot there. Pockets here and here. And then on the back of that, these are both side loading pockets as well. Then you've got an envelope here, so you can tuck things in there as well. And then in the back they will have a large envelope with some extra little goodies tucked away. And then behind the envelope is also a very large pocket, and the back of that pocket side is blank. And then of course on the other side we have the journaling, or the journal side, that has more blank paper which you can use like a normal journal. There's lots of lovely papers here to play with, and they have fabric dyed papers, tea dyed papers. So I did fabric dye in blue and pink, then the regular tea dye. And then there's some vintage lined or ledger paper, and there's also some vintage magazine papers in these baby books. There's some fold outs, there's some extra bits and pieces on paper clips, like little bits of ephemera, and yeah, just lots of really nice paper in a variety of different styles and types and weights. So everything is very distressed looking intentionally, so if that's something that you don't like, then this wouldn't really be for you. But if you like that vintage look, I've tried to make it look very authentically old. So that is the little boy book. Now I'll show you the little girl book, but I won't show you every single pocket like I just did with the boy book. I'll just give you a faster overview, but same sort of thing. Cute little image on the spine. There's the other spine. Little girl on the front, and then everything is laid out the exact same way, or almost the exact same way, so with very slight differences. So the journaling pages very similar, and like I said, I know this is going to be too fast for a lot of you, and you can click through to my blog to see some still photos if you'd like to. So the pocket side, again, the same layout of things, almost the exact same, so everything sort of opens out the same way. There's little things tucked in here and there, and all the pages are in the same order, or almost the same order. Things might be ever so slightly different. So pretty pink papers in here for the little girl's book, and some yellows and some blues. This is a photo pocket. Big pocket there that folds out. There's a big pocket here with some ephemera. Another fold out page. Pocket here with some really cool vintage ephemera. And most of the ephemera in these books is true vintage as well. So over here we've got another photo pocket and a side loading pocket, and then a bigger side loading pocket. And then more pockets there, little envelope pocket there, and then the big envelope pocket there with some little goodies inside, and the pocket behind. And there's the back. So that's the little girl's book. Next, I'm going to show you the horses book. So I just wanted to do a horse theme. I had some cool horse ephemera, and I just thought this was a cool theme that I've never done before. So image on the front of the horse, and then the spine's gold on this side, and on this side it's got these little cute little animal on the bottom there. Then of course opens up the same way. And I wish I could fit the whole book into frame properly. That's how it sits. So again, same sort of thing. Same amount of papers, same types, just slightly different in each book. But mostly all the same sort of thing. There's some extra ephemera on paper clips. So that's that side of the book. And then on the pocket side, again, same types of pockets included and some ephemera tucked throughout the book. So these pockets have little goodies tucked inside. And then this folds out. This is from an old children's encyclopedia. Pocket here. Pockets here. So all the same sort of thing. Really was enjoying the red stitching too. Kind of gives it, I don't know, a vintage vibe to it. Has sort of a nice contrast too. There's a pocket there, pocket there, pocket there, pocket there. Each book has on this side, like I said, over or close to 60, over 50 definitely, and close to 60 most. So between 50 and 60, closer to 60. Lots and lots of pockets just here. And then you've also got these pockets in the cover. So horses. Then another animal theme, I did birds. So I had lots of bird ephemera that I wanted to put together into a book. This one's got the pretty little roses and this cute little image of the birds. And then on the spine, on this side of the spine, we've got this cute little image of the bird. And then of course opens out the same way. So again, same sort of thing. This one's got some bird book pages in the journal side. So I'll click you through. I wish I could show you every single detail, but it would just be a ridiculously long video. So there's that side. And then on this side, again, same sort of thing. So vintage playing cards and photos. Lots of pockets everywhere. All the same type of things. So pockets, photo pockets, envelope pocket there, pocket there. Cute little bits and pieces to play with. This big pocket there, the vellum pocket. So I've been working on this set of books since June of last year. Can you believe that? So a really long time. I've been working on and off. Obviously I've had to stop and start and stop and start to get other things done as well, but these books have taken me a really long time to do. Like, there's a lot more details than what I usually do, and also creating like a double cover essentially. It's like making two books in one. So it's taken me a really long time, and it was also quite challenging because I've never done this before, so I feel like I learnt a lot, and I sort of stretched my creativity, which is always a good thing, to try new things and step out of your comfort zone. So I'm really excited to finally show you guys sort of what I've been working on all this time, and I guess it kind of explains the lack of releases as well, because I've been putting all of my creative energy into making these books and trying to get them finished. I was aiming for end of last year, and then I was aiming for January, and now it's February and I'm finally getting it done, so they're ready to go finally. So that's the bird book. Next I did a botanical theme, so this is the botanical theme, and it's got sort of like a grey cover, and then on the spine it's got this pretty little flower design, and it's also got it on the other side with the gold sort of edging, and then again of course the same. So there's some things tucked into pockets, same sort of pockets again, just a different variety of patterns and different papers that I've used, and different ephemera that's in each book. So this book has lots of sort of pretty floral or plant patterned papers included. That's a side loading pocket there. Big vellum pocket in there. This 3-panel pocket and a vellum pocket there. So all the same sorts of things. Pocket there, and a fold out here. And then there's the envelope at the back. So that's botanical, and then the writing side of that is again the same sort of thing as all the other books. So it's got the fabric dyed paper, music paper, any other sort of vintage papers that fit with the theme, and some tea dye paper and ledger paper. So that's botanical. Next we've got this one, and this is sort of a boat or a ship, I guess, theme. And I reckon this one is my favourite maybe. I really love it, I don't know why, but I just love all the boat imagery. So there's the spine, just make sure you're in focus. The other side, this one's like a dark navy blue. I don't know if the colour's showing true, but again I'll have the pictures, like the gallery of all the books, linked down below. So that's what this one looks like. It's got some brown tones. So the journal side has all of these papers. I also included some vintage matte paper in here because I felt like it was kind of fitting. Some grid paper and some ledger paper. Really nice colours with the blue dyed paper. So there's that. And then on the other side, the pockets. So again, same sort of thing. Some really cool imagery and vintage ephemera in this book. So a pocket in there. So a really cute little card. How cool is that? So cute. That just tucks in there. So there's some vintage ephemera and some new ephemera, but it all works together. So also found for this book lots of cool children's encyclopedia paper that worked really, really well because it had lots of different types of boats and ships that I could clip out. Pocket there. This is a pocket. This image slips in and out. Really cool with images in there. It's cool little octopus paper. another card. So old vintage card that tucks in there. And then again this folds out. And this folds out. There's sort of lots of fun little hidden spots in each book. So photo pocket here, top loading photo pocket, big side loading pocket, and a smaller side loading pocket in there. Pocket here, this one opens out again, and then a nice big envelope there in the back. So there's the boat one. I really love this one, it's super cool. The last one in the collection is a travel theme. So this one's like a dark maroony colour. It's got these pretty flowers on the spine. And then open it up. Again, the same, all the same as the other books. So this one's travel theme, like I said. And the journal side looks sort of similar to the boat book. It's got the vintage matte paper, some extras in there. And then on this side of the book, again the same sort of pockets, just different patterns, different colours, different papers. So, oh, I skipped a page. So pockets here, vintage photo stitched there, another vintage photo in there. This is a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. There's so many pockets, it's so fun. And I filled up most of the pockets, but not all of the pockets. So there's still a bit of room to grow in these books. And I think it's cool that you can sort of tuck things away and add things in here, and then you can also pull from here when you're working in this side of the book, so you can write in that side or use that side as a junk journal and grab your ephemera from this side and move it over, and then you can fill all these pockets up again. Really, there's a lot of room to play in here. And actually I was really close to keeping the boat book for myself because I really loved it. And I have a bunch of old photos of my grandparents and my dad when he was little, and just like old family photos of them swimming and on the boats and stuff. And so I thought it would be cool to print out a bunch of old photos and then print out some more current photos of my boys fishing and swimming and stuff, and just fill it up and do layouts that were sort of relative to the theme but not directly, if that makes sense. So I was really close to doing that, but I decided I don't really need it, and I have way too many journals on the go, and yeah, I decided not to keep it for myself, even though I was tempted. But that's just one sort of idea that I had on ways that you could use these books. I feel like the themes are they're quite general. You don't have to journal within that theme, but you can. So if you like traveling, this would be a cool little album to document your travels. The other ones like horses, birds, botanical, you could put anything and everything into these journals and it wouldn't matter. You don't have to sort of match the theme. I think the boy and girl sets will be really cool little baby books. So maybe like for a first year album, you could do lots of journaling on this side, you could tuck heaps of photos in, you could do sort of scrapbooky type of layouts. There's a lot you could do, and it's really exciting, and I hope that whoever ends up with these books will share how they end up using it. So to round this video up, like I said, I'm going to have a blog post where you can actually view photos of each book in case you felt like I was going way too fast. I'm sorry that I can't go into all of the details, but like I said, there's just too much to show in a video. So if you want to see more, definitely click through to the still shots so you can see photos. I'm going to have in the description box below the details on the release. So I am going to publish this video ahead of time, but it could still be on the same day. I will have all of the links to my shop and to my blog and everything down below. And if you have any questions in regards to these journals or this collection, just leave them in the comments below. I hope I didn't miss anything. I kind of feel like I did. Oh, I also did want to say quickly, because every time I have a release I get a little influx of messages about reserves. I just wanted to say that I don't do reserves. I feel like doing reserves is kind of pointless because it's just sort of the same as putting them up in my Etsy shop. It's still a race to who can get the reserve first or who can get the listing first, and I don't like having to manage that manually. I'd rather just put it up on Etsy and leave it to chance so that I don't really have control over who gets what. So that's the reason why I don't do reserves, and I don't do any exceptions for reserves either. So if you want to catch the release, make sure you check out the description box down below and set your alarms, find out what time it's going to be wherever you are in the world, because we all live in different time zones. But make sure you just check it out on Google, make sure you have the right time set if you want to catch the release, because there is no reserves. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this set of journals. I had so much fun making these books. It was a lot of work, but it was really challenging in a good way, and I had so much fun doing it. So I hope you guys like how these turned out. I hope you're all having a really good day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.